I have a dream.
We choose to go to the moon.
There's cities to be built, and there's a world to be helped.
I regard myself as a soldier.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight
from where the zipper ends, round under my back to my bunghole, down where your nuts hang.
I guess all of you would say this about your mother.
Welcome to the podcast.
What podcast?
What's that called? What are we called again?
History Squirt. You dullard. Well, welcome to History Squirt. I'm Ron Thompson.
And I'm Jason.
All right, what do we got this week?
Well, we're going to talk a bit about Roman kings and how Rome became a republic. All right,
Okay.
So Rome was founded by Romulus and Remus. Again, different story. But that
Did
happened
Romulus kill Remus?
Yes, he does. Yes.
He does. He kills him.
Does
So he's
kills
sort of he's the Cain to Remus's Abel.
So yes, Romulus kills him and becomes king. And that's how he becomes like the first king of Rome.
They were raised by wolves.
They were.
I know a couple of things.
I think it was one wolf. I don't think it was wolves.
I actually have, it was a she-wolf. I've got a Roman coin that has Romulus and Remus on it.
Oh, nice.
Suckling from the teat of the wolf.
Yeah, that's probably not from 750. That's probably like an older coin. It's probably like
after. I think they minted their own coins, yeah.
That's probably later. But anyway, so Roman kings. There was said to be 7 legendary Roman kings, right? And they all seem to have very confusingly long reigns. So because Rome was sacked in 390 BC, all original records of this are gone. So everyone writing about this is writing 500 years in the future. So no one's really sure whether this is what Rome said happened 500 years later.
So it's just people making it up. Like, if his family was involved, or like he was involved, in sort of creating.
But it seems like, and they have very long reigns though. Yeah, they have very long reigns.
I'm just imagining 500 years later, and they're like, this guy had like the biggest dick. It was huge.
and I'm related to that guy also. Like it's hereditary.
Yeah.
That's my great ancestor. Giant penis.
Everyone had literal names back then too, right? Or like like carpenter and stuff like that.
Yeah, cognomens they're called cognomens.
Yeah.
And they're like it's usually like a small feature or something the person does is like added to their name.
So you could be like, I'm Ron, big dick.
Yeah. It could be that. I think big dicks were considered not desirable. That's why all the statues have little dicks.
Yeah, I think it was seen as like if you had a big dick, then you were promiscuous, and
that
you're
barbarian.
Yeah, like because I think the church didn't like it, but I imagine that was implemented by a bunch of little dicked dudes.
Yeah,
like the first guy who invented like the skull cap, right? It's like probably because he had a bald spot on the top of his head. He's like, everyone's got to wear these now.
Well, if you've got a small dick, you're the one going like, big dicks are shit. Like, don't worry.
That's
about
what I mean. Don't worry about that.
You want those little dicks?
They require very little skill. They don't know how to use them. Yeah.
So kings were not like the kings of like medieval times, like how you usually go like, dad, he's a king, gives it to his son, so on and so forth. That's not how Rome did kings. Basically, the king died, the 100 top people in Rome, 100 top families, then voted for the new king. King got voted in, he then rules. So it's like an elective monarchy as opposed to like hereditary.
Could you leave or not? Or you just had to do it until you died?
I think you just did it till you died. Well, you usually didn't make it. Something usually happened to you. Someone like...
Well, I mean, that's what they say about the Pope, but that... Was it Benedict or whatever? He left. He was just like, no, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah.
He was like, I've clapped enough cheeks. I'm good to go.
He's like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, I know the scandals are coming. Got to get out of here.
Yes. No, I think they just did it till they died. Why would you give it up?
I imagine they're probably murdered a lot too. So
Yeah, you get murdered and battles are always going on. And no one wants to follow a old man into battle. Alright, so we're gonna skip the first 4 kings because they're not really important to our story. Alright. They have long reigns and they go on. So we start with the 4th king. So the 4th king has this advisor. Right? This advisor is called, I'm gonna forget the name. That's very good. Tarquinian the Elder. So he has this trusted advisor who has come from out of town, and the king trusts him to basically look after his children. But what he decides to do is he sends the children away, the king dies, and then he rallies enough votes for himself to basically go, oh, those kids are too young. Nah, they're not going to be good kings. I'd be a good king. Gets all the votes and gets himself voted in.
Yeah. He's like, what, those uneducated, country kids?
Well,
he'd obviously send them to the country.
They're the sons of the king.
Yeah, but he'd fucked them off.
Yeah, he'd fucked them off. He'd sent them off, go, you guys go over there, and they were somewhere else. He had control over them. And apparently this has been his plan the whole time. His wife, Tarquinian, she was a bit of an omen seer, his wife. And apparently an eagle had taken his hat off one day and then returned it. And she decided that meant that he had to be king of Rome.
Why? What is that?
I don't know.
Because he commands animals. But,
I assume so.
But it took it from him in the first place.
Yeah, and then returned it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
She sees some good. She sees some good omens. I'm telling you, this woman. All right.
I'm not seeing king material from that particular story.
So he's now becomes the 5th king of Rome. Right, this guy. So then he decides to adopt a son. Now, again, his wife apparently saw that this boy, Tullius, he was found lying in bed with fire around his body, and he seemed to be unharmed. And apparently she saw that as an omen too, and that he was going to protect the family.
I think she's full of shit. I think she's absolutely full of shit. Was she taking mushrooms or something? Did they do psychedelics back then?
I don't think so. Maybe. Well, actually, everyone's doing psychedelics in some way, shape, or form, I think.
Yeah, she's just tripping out, goes in there, fucking sees, whoa,
yeah,
look at those flames.
So she's got 2 sons and 2 daughters of her own, and she decides to marry one off to Tullius.
Oh, wait, I thought she was married to this new king.
Yeah.
She
has 2 sons, 2 daughters.
Previous marriage.
No, she's married to Tarquinian the Elder.
Oh, I see, because he's adopted, yeah. Okay.
So then she adopts this boy.
I see.
She adopts this boy who apparently has fire around his head. But she also has 2 sons and 2 daughters. Right?
Yeah. Why not one of the sons that they've got?
Don't know. Well, they've now got 3 sons.
Yeah, okay.
But they marry him to one of their daughters. So he becomes a son-in-law. Okay. So then 4 decades later, so 40 years later, right? Those two kids that he told to get out of town while he gets voted in, they decided that they were going to assassinate him. Apparently there is no explanation as to why it took them 40 years to decide to do this.
Just getting your training, doing some monkey bars, that sort of stuff.
Seems like something you'd do earlier than wait 40 years. I'm going to kill that guy in 40 years.
They might have just been absolute softcocks. Yeah, they were just waiting for him to get old.
Maybe. So they come up with this ingenious plan that they're going to get 2 shepherds to start an argument. Then they're going to start this fight. Then they're going to be brought to the king of Rome to settle the dispute. And then one of them pulls out an axe and kills the king.
That's the plan.
That is the plan, and it is successful.
Oh, nice.
So have an argument, goes for in front of the king, axe to the head. So our soothsaying wife then decides that she's going to put Tullius on the throne. They lie to the Roman people and say, "Oh yeah, he's fine. He's just a bit hurt, but we'll put Tullius on to look after the throne while he's recovering."
Well, he was meant to protect the family. He didn't protect his dad.
Well, no, he didn't. But now he's king. King number 6.
Number 6.
King number 6. So obviously the 2 real sons don't get the throne. So she's given it to this fire child as the new king. And basically he keeps this charade up that the king's fine and he's just recovering from his injury for a couple of weeks. And then he's like, "No, he's actually been dead for like 2 weeks. By the way, I'm the new king." And everyone went, "Yeah, okay, you've sort of sorted everything out. It's all good." So that's how he becomes king. Okay. So then he then rules for 25, 30 years again. And then he decides that, well, if those 2 sons came for my father, the other 2 sons that I've stolen the throne from are going to come for me eventually. So remember, he's adopted. So the other 2 brothers of his, he's like, well, they're going to come for me eventually and like kill me and take my throne.
Mm-hmm. Top tier paranoid thinking.
Paranoid thinking. So he decides to marry his 2 daughters to the 2 brothers.
But they're way older than this.
Obviously, they're way older again.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. This is a recurring theme. Marrying off these young girls to these old men.
These are powerful men. So apparently the marriage is a bit of a failure. One of the daughters is apparently a very strategic and bloodthirsty person, basically, and she marries, let's say, a simp. And on the other hand, the other guy, the brother, is a strategic thinking, bloodthirsty guy, and he married a wife that's very much not.
Demure.
So they paired up badly, and their marriages didn't go well. But what ends up happening is the 2 bloodthirsty people end up killing their partners and marrying each other. So they kill their brother and sister and marry each other.
Yeah, I like this.
You like this?
Yeah, this is good. Okay, so now you've got these 2 bloodthirsty, cruel people together.
Yeah. So they decide that they're going to kill the king. Okay.
So his plan's not working at all.
So he apparently just basically gets some support, rounds up some, gets some men, walks into the throne room, sits on the Senate throne, and just starts talking shit about the king. Just going, "Oh, he's some like adopted kid. Like he's basically a slave. Like we adopted him, and like, he basically just worked as a slave in our household and shit. He's not really from here. Like he's from somewhere else. Like all this sort of." He just starts shit talking him in the middle of the Senate room.
Yeah, sounds like a little bit xenophobic as well.
Yeah,
xenophobia creeping in there.
Yeah, bit of definitely a bit of racism.
He doesn't look like us.
He doesn't at all.
Somewhere else. He's taking our jobs. He's taking these guys. They're coming from outside and they're taking all our king jobs. Well,
the thing that actually like messes this up is none of these guys are actually from Roman descent at all. They're actually Etruscans. They're from Tuscany.
Etruscans.
Yes.
Is there an Etruscan salad? That sounds like it'd be good.
Possibly. I don't know. Maybe.
Bit of truffle oil, maybe. I feel like I don't know. Just ad-libbing.
About what an Etruscan could be and what delicacy.
About imaginary salads. It's quality content.
Like what sort of food do you think is going to be around like?
At that time? I'm guessing pizza hasn't been invented yet.
No, probably not. Can we just do a video of just listening to me eat a pizza for like 5 minutes? That could be entertaining.
Special content,
yeah. Just had a 5-minute me eating a pizza. keep with the
Fuck
Roman
that.
theme.
Dude, that'd be like I don't know if you probably haven't seen it. What's it called? The God damn it's that Demi Moore movie. It just came out, The Substance. Yeah, to be like listening to that. It'd be just imagine you make noises like the fucking gremlins or whatever. Imagine you just suck it down too. Like you just, yeah, here's what I'm imagining happens when you eat a whole pizza to yourself and no one's around. You just sort of like, so there's a table and you crouch down so that your sort of mouth, like your chin is, just above the table, right? You don't cut the pizza and then you just you bring it to the edge and then you just suck and it just goes, and it's sort of at first, it's like if you tried to suck up like a bit of paper in a vacuum, it just like it sticks. You know what I mean? Like it sort of goes, and you just go until like eventually it just goes, and it fucking
it's like that
goes
first
down
bit like
into your
goes
stomach.
in real easy, but that last bit just sort of like really just slows down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you're not even satisfied. You're just like, I want another one. And the process begins again.
All right, can we stop talking about eating pizza? You made it sexual.
You
again
brought up
somehow.
the fucking pizza.
I was just... You were telling me that there was a Etruscan salad. Never heard of a Etruscan salad.
No, I said
life.
maybe there was.
Maybe, I'm sure they had some type of salad that was like native to the area, but I don't know what that has to do with like they brought Etruscan salad to the people of Rome.
It's a good name for a salad. That's all. That's all I was trying to get at.
Where were we? What were we talking about?
They were Etruscan.
Yeah, they were Etruscan.
So
this dude's talking
shit.
Yeah, he's talking shit. So the king obviously then rocks up and's like, stop talking shit about me. But King's old by now, and basically Tarquin the Proud, he throws him down the stairs.
Dude, why does everyone have the same fucking name in this story? Like, everyone's name starts with a T and it's got a Q in it. They're all the fucking... I don't know who the fuck is Tarquin the Great? Which one is that?
He's the one that's the sinister guy that's...
The strategic, bloodthirsty one who's the actual son of...
He's the actual son of
Tarquilican or some shit.
Tarquin the Elder. There's Tarquin the Elder and Tarquin the Proud.
Okay. No, and then that fucking the soothsayer or whatever, she had a name that had a T and a Q in it as well.
Yeah, she's Tarquinian or something.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's Tarquinian.
Bro, I can't keep all those names in my mind.
There's another Tarquin coming up too. It's good times.
Okay. All right. So Tarquinian the Great throws old man down the stairs.
No, so Tarquin the Proud throws Tullius down the stairs.
Okay. Tullius. Another one, yeah.
Yeah, Tullius is the fire boy.
Yeah, got it.
So throws him down the stairs and he's murdered by the guards that he bought at the bottom. And he is thrown onto the street.
Bit rough. Throw him on the street. He was the king.
Well, this gets even rougher. So Tarquin the Proud's wife turns up, the other sinister woman that he's married, who's also the daughter of the king. And she apparently just rides over his dead body on a chariot.
Oh, brutal. That's a dad.
Deliberately. Apparently the driver stopped and went, I'm not doing that. And she went, get out of the way, I'll do it. And just rides over her dad's dead body.
Do a burnout. Do a burnout on his head.
So that's how Tarquin the Proud now becomes the 7th and last king of Rome.
Do you think that it was cool back in the day to do horse burnouts? So I'm imagining, okay, so I don't know if they've got horseshoes at this particular point in time, right? But let's just assume that they do. They've got cobbled streets and maybe they've got horseshoes. Well, they got metals, so it's possible. And then you load up a wagon with so much stuff that the horse can't possibly pull it. You could just tie it to a pole, I suppose. And then you just, sort of whip the horse and get it to go. And so there's all these fucking sparks flying out. The horse isn't going anywhere. Do you reckon that was pretty cool back then? Or like a horse burnout?
Yes. Yes, I do. No, I'm pretty sure. So what you do, right, is they have something called a triumph. Rome's always had this thing called a triumph. So basically, if you win a battle, you get something called a triumph. And when that happens, you basically get a giant parade and days of celebration in the city. So apparently the whole town would just come out and you just basically carry everything you've got straight through the middle of Rome. It's like you
Like,
put all your
just
treasure,
gold
you put all
and-
your treasure, you put all your prisoners, you put all your like slaves you got, you put all the soldiers that fought in the battle that's now with you, all the horses you captured, and you all just walk down the thing and everyone cheers.
Everyone's
so I
like,
imagine
yeah,
that'd be
sick,
like,
dude.
people are like, that's the guy. That guy.
Oh yeah, do
Hell
a
yeah.
horse burnout.
Do a horse burnout, you just walk around. No, wouldn't you just look like you're just riding on your horse, you just got gold in the back, you just got a cart of gold, you're just carrying through the city?
Dude, you could I reckon. I don't know about horse burnout, but you could definitely drift in those little carts they used to have. You know, the ones that are in like Gladiator.
Yeah, don't you start?
Yeah, you could definitely you could definitely drift in those bad boys.
I'm going to add Marcus Aurelius to our list so we can actually get that right.
Okay, so she runs over his head.
Yeah, so she runs over his head. So Tarquin the Proud is now the 7th and last king. So, as we talked about before, and you love a good purge, we have a great purge in the city. We have to murder and kill and everyone who was not on his side.
Okay, anyone's supporter of the old guy. But they
Anyone's
didn't
supporter of the
even...
guy.
It seems a bit rough because it doesn't seem like they had any time to be like, oh no, we're on your side. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not like this was something that was coming. It's just like, so they just be like, oh no, we're cool with it. Like, no, you killed him, you ran over his body in the street. That's cool, dude. That's fine. But they had no time to do that. Do you know what I mean? It's not like they were rooting against him or anything. No, they just killed them.
I think it's just they need some money, dude. I think half the time it's just like, we need to round up like, a couple of million bucks. Let's just find the 20% of the rich people that we don't like and take all their shit.
Yeah, and then I guess you can like give that to other people to ingratiate yourself to them.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about that. So so obviously with fear, and he rules for decades, right? So I've got a side story for you. So it's something called the Book of Silaban, and apparently this is a story where someone came to him, right? Some Greek oracle came to him one day and said, I've got these 9 books for you, and asked an exorbitant price for them. And he said, I don't want your books. Then the oracle burnt 3 of the 9 books and said, do you want to buy the books now? And he went, no, for the same price. For the same price. He's like, no, I don't want to buy your books. So then the oracle burns 3 more books. And then she goes, do you want to buy them again? Still this same expensive price. He's like, all right, hang on, let me check.
No, there's less books now.
He then goes, all right, let me go and check. So he goes and asks a bunch of his oracles in the town, and the oracle's like, fucking idiot, we should have bought the 9 books. We want those 9 books.
There's only 3 left.
There's only 3 left. We need to buy them right now. So he goes back and buys these books.
There's nothing in them.
Well, no, these books have become like one of the greatest artifacts of Roman history. Like, they refer back to these books in times of trouble. They literally sit in the city for like 500 years. 15 people are given the job of looking after this book, like these 3 books. Like, it becomes quite a like...
I'm suspicious of these books. I think this is like, it's a bit of a lie, right? Like, so they're like, look how great Rome is. Like, look how great Rome was with these 3 books. Well, there was 9.
There was 9.
We could have been the greatest civilization. Well, we probably were the greatest civilization. But imagine how good we could have been. It's like the guy in high school who's, super hot. He wants to be a model or something. And then, I don't know, maybe gets in a car accident. He's just like, well, fucking, his face all gets fucked up. He's like, well, I could have been something.
Yeah.
Dude, that's what I'm suspecting that these books are, just some bullshit like that.
And it was the king's fault because Romans hate kings.
Yeah, and they're like, we could have been the best if we had those 9 books, but that fucking idiot king.
That fucking idiot king. So I thought that was a weird story about, like, he was the one that acquired these books. And I think you're right. I think there was a bit of, we could have had 9 books, but this king, he fucked it up because he wasn't paying attention. And these 3 books are so good, we could have had 9. Idiot. So,
well, how many Harry Potters was there? Is that all were they just the Harry Potter books? Was there 9 of them? I don't know how many there was.
It was 7.
I stopped at 5.
I got up 7, but
about 100
movies.
Pages into 5, and I was like, fuck this. It was all that Cho and his romance, and I was like, fuck this, dude. I just want to see fucking spells and shit, Not enough spells.
Not enough spells?
No, I mean, I would have been fine with it sort of getting more sexual, but like getting more romantic, I wasn't really interested in that.
I was always concerned about who was teaching these kids maths and English.
That's true. They didn't learn shit. How do they know how to read the spell books? Oh shit! Yeah, because they weren't all Muggles either. Because I guess the Muggles went to school for a while. Like he went to normal school for a while before he went to. Because I feel like it's year 7 where they go there.
Yeah, they do.
But I don't
It's
think
like
the wizard kids can't do that. And that's it. They just get a 6th grade level of reading and maths and science, and then it's just like, yeah, fucking don't worry about any of that shit anymore.
Or more importantly, are they doing some sort of magical like massamamus or some shit, and they just know all maths? And if they do have that, those dogs for not like wasting 12 years of my life.
I reckon maybe they're trying to control them, trying to keep them dumb. That's why you keep having all those fucking revolts, because they're all dumb. Because they're all dumb as shit. It's really easy to convince them to fucking revolt against,
Possibly
against Dumbledore or whatever.
How did we get on Harry Potter? Because
It doesn't matter.
Because it's one of the greatest books that ever. Because it's a book.
Yeah. So what? The fucking Philosopher's Stone. So all that was left was the Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, and fucking, I don't know, what's the third one? Prisoner of Azkaban or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. All right. So they got by on those, and they consulted those in hard times.
Yeah, and that got them through.
Right.
Yeah, there's multiple times where they sort of go, we're about to fight a battle. We went and checked the book, it was full of like prophecies and sayings and shit. Anyway, I just thought that was. It's just that hang in there, kitty, or whatever. Yeah, pretty much.
They just go and have a look, and they're like, "Oh yeah, sweet. No, we'll keep fighting."
A bunch of prophecies that just like, they probably just wrote like random things like, soon someone will come to your city and try and take all your shit. It's like, that's exactly what's happening right now. How did this book know? What should we do? You should protect your shit. Okay, let's protect our shit. Like, it's very bizarre. But this book collection is very important. All right, so he's now king, and he goes off to fight some wars. Right, he takes his army, and he goes off to fight a war. Now, his son decides that he really likes this noblewoman who happens to be married to his cousin. Like, he really likes her. So he tries to court her and buy her gifts, and that doesn't work. So he just decides to offer her straight out money. She refuses.
That's tight. He's just like, I'm going to try and romance her. When that doesn't work, he's like, what about money? Will you take cash instead? That's very funny.
Do I have to continue to what the next thing is that he does? Can you? I think you can have a stab at what he decides to do next.
I assume he's going to kill his cousin.
No. He just decides to rape her.
Brutal.
So
it wasn't love then.
No, so apparently he basically goes, basically rapes her. Her name's Lucretia. Married to his cousin, who's off fighting this war, just rapes her. So she calls her husband and father back from the war and tells them what happened. And then immediately after kills herself. Sorry, this got dark really quickly. It was...
Yeah.
It wasn't a story.
I got nothing.
I'll try and keep it uplifting.
Brutal. Yeah.
So we'll try and keep this upbeat, but yes, that's what happens. And the father and the husband and a couple of people who are with them all declare that they will avenge her and take out this tyrant king.
But it wasn't the king, was it?
It wasn't the king.
It was the king's son.
It was his son. But yeah, they decided to take out the king.
Yeah, they're just using it as an excuse to take out the king.
Yeah. So one of these companions is a man by the name of Junius Brutus.
Oh, wait, the Brutus?
No.
Et tu Brutus? No.
Yes,
Brute,
and no.
Whatever.
It is his great whatever grandfather.
Okay.
And it's apparently one of the reasons that Brutus was enticed to kill Caesar. Was that your great grandfather? He killed the last king. It's your family that's supposed to stop kings from coming into town. It's like apparently that was one of the arguments that came. It's like your great grandfather, he killed the last king. We should kill this king.
Yeah, just looking for anything to. It's not going to be me. I don't have any king killers in my family, so it's not. I can't be the one who does it.
Yeah,
it's going to have to be you.
Yeah. So yes, Junius Brutus, yes, the exact same name too, just to make everything confusing. So they basically then from there go into the town square, tell everyone what happened. Rome's outraged at this poor woman, and how could the son of the king do this? And they decide we're not having a king anymore.
It's in the genes.
They exile the king.
Kill the father.
They exile the king, but the king's not in town. He's off fighting that battle. Remember,
dude? How many times do they have to learn this fucking lesson that you can't? It's just to exile people. Like they did it to fucking Napoleon twice, didn't they?
Yeah.
And he just keeps coming back. It's just like fucking kill them. It's like a bad action movie, you know, and they let the fucking bad guy get away.
Yeah. Every time. Yeah. And he's not really there, so they can't really capture him. He's off with an army.
Oh yeah, okay. So they're just like, don't come back.
So they just say don't come back. So he obviously hears about this and then comes back.
He's not fucking coming back, bro.
He comes back.
I'm coming back.
And they all just say you're not coming in. So he decides he's got to go raise a bigger army and take Rome. Okay.
Sort of like Gladiator 2 in some ways. I'm just going to bring that back.
Every time we talk about Rome.
every two. Anytime anyone's got an army outside of the city.
Yeah. So there's an army outside the city.
Yeah.
But they go away, right? So the Roman people decide to elect two people as consuls. So the first ever consuls. And one of them is our Junius Brutus. And the other one is someone named Licinius Tarquin. Okay.
Fuck again.
Yeah.
I do recall from another episode that Linnaeus Crassus, or whatever his name was, he was a consul.
He was a consul. He was. He very much was. You're learning things. He was one of the consuls. So these two guys are named... Now, do you know how you were getting the shits with the name Tarquin? Apparently, so did the Roman people. Apparently, they were like, no, we can't have someone with the same name as the other guy. So
don't know who's who.
So I think he's a distant relative of him somehow, which is why he's got the name in there. But they just go, nah, sorry, you're out. You've got the wrong name, basically.
Oh, that's it. They didn't do it. Like, you can change your name. They're just like, no. You're out.
You're out. You've got your name's the same as the other guy. It's just like, oh, sorry, we had a John. We can't do another John. You have to go. Like, we'll have to get someone else in. He goes to his father-in-law to complain, and his father-in-law's like, nah, I think you should stand down. And he's like, all right, fine, I'll stand down. His father-in-law then immediately takes that position.
Nice.
So a bit of dodginess there. So why our Tarquin the Elder is off building his army to take Rome, diplomats are sent, and while these diplomats are in Rome, they decide to start a conspiracy to try and bring down this new republic from the inside. Okay, but Brutus finds out that this conspiracy is going on, which happens to involve two of his sons, and everyone gets murdered.
Everyone who was trying to revolt.
Everyone was trying to bring the king back, which included Junius Brutus's two sons. So he was so loyal to the New Republic, which is one of the reasons why he's a legendary person. Technically, it's like he killed his own two sons for the Republic.
Can always have more sons.
I guess so, but no more republics.
Yeah, so much, I don't know what the words are like. I want to say infanticide, but that's like when you kill a baby. I don't know what it's called when you kill your children. But yeah, a lot of that. A lot of I don't know, parenticide.
Yeah, there's a lot. There is a lot of
killing your parents. Like, no, yeah, did they not? They didn't have love back then, obviously.
But I think Dad just gets old, and it's like, Dad, you're
ambitious.
Like, you know how dads get old and grandpas get old. You're just like, you're too old. You're fucking everything up. Like, you won't stand down. I'll just take the throne from you.
And then you just kill them. Yeah,
you've had a good run anyway. Like, I think that's a bit of it.
Do you think you're getting to that point with your own dad where you're thinking about killing him?
No, he's still good.
He's too strong. He's too strong still, I think.
Yeah,
maybe wait a few years.
Yeah, maybe. No, he's all right. He's weak. I'll take him. He's a 60-year-old man. It's like...
Yeah, that's true.
He's probably going to listen to this too now and talk shit about it. I should definitely send him this one, though, where I talk about kicking his ass.
Yeah. Young you versus young your dad. He'd kick your ass, though.
I think
he'd fucking belt you.
I feel like my father would murder me for the Republic. Like, he'd be that guy.
You think he's ambitious enough?
I just think he's that guy. He'd be like, nah, you weren't supposed to do that. You fucked up. You got to pay the penalty.
Yeah. Got 2 daughters I can marry off.
I got 2 daughters I can marry off. Right, so he goes off, so Junius Brutus then goes off to fight a battle, and the battle is basically a draw, but Junius Brutus dies in the battle as well.
That's sad. Seemed like a good bloke. Seemed like a chill dude.
I mean, he seemed like a good guy. He's a hero of the Republic. He died. He obviously died in the battle. He's sacrificing sons. He really cared about this Republic. But he's not done yet. So he goes back. He decides to build another army and comes back to Rome. So there's another side story here.
Wait, who comes back to Rome? Who's building an army and comes back to Rome?
Tarquinian the Proud. Tarquinian the Proud. He fights the Republican army. Yeah, it's basically a draw.
Because you said they killed everyone, but they didn't kill him.
No, but they killed Junius Brutus, though. He died in the battle.
I meant you said that they killed everyone who was in the rebellion.
Yeah, but no. That was just the people, because the diplomat came to town. A couple of diplomats came to town, and they started, getting people involved to, bring the king back. And then Junius Brutus found the conspiracy, found everyone that was involved in that conspiracy in town, and murdered them all, including the diplomats.
Oh, and they were against the king. Wait, I'm so confused. So why did Brutus fight the king?
Because he's the Republic. No, he's part of the Republic.
Oh, okay.
He's the consul.
I get it now. Yeah.
You don't get it at all, do you? Junius Brutus in part of the Republic. Tarquin the Proud is the king trying to get his kingdom back.
Yes. Okay.
Right. So they've had battles. They had a battle. It was basically a draw. But he goes back and starts building another army. And he comes back to siege Rome. Now, there's a story. This is a bit of a legend of this battle, right? So, apparently his men were getting into Rome. They were crossing this bridge. And the king's men were going to get over the bridge. So, apparently 3 guys stood on this bridge and decided to hold it. Publius Horatius Sillus. So, him and 2 of his friends stood on this bridge and held off the entire king's army. Meanwhile, the guys behind him started pulling apart the bridge because they obviously don't want these guys to cross and get into Rome.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
He then sends his 2 friends back and holds it by himself, at which stage he gets a spear in the arse, just for good measure. And basically he then jumps into the river as the bridge collapses around him, and he has held off the king's army and they have not made it into Rome. And he's declared a hero.
Yeah, what a legend.
Now, I like his payment,
tough.
actually. Yeah, it's pretty gangster. He's a hero.
Yeah,
but I liked his pay. So he was given two things as pay, right? He was given as much land as he could plow in one day. I don't know if they measured it.
Like a game show.
You can have. It just said his payment
you can have
was
as much as you can plow, buddy.
In one day.
You're saying they worked out how much they thought that was, right?
I don't know. I don't know how they
out there with a plow.
I don't know.
Give it a crack. Whatever you plow, you win.
Yeah, that was his payment. It just said he was given as much land as he could plow in a day. So did they measure it? Did they go? They might have done the game show. They might have been like, all right, here's the land, here's your plow. You've got a day. Let's see what you can do. And he's probably out there trying to plow as much as he possibly can.
Be pretty mean if they didn't wait for his arse to heal, so he did 10 square meters or something. Yeah. He's can barely walk.
But every single person in Rome apparently gave him a day's rations as well.
When you say rations, do you mean food?
Well, I guess so. Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna go off.
It's I don't know what I'm telling you. I thought it was strange too. I was like, what a strange way of paying someone. Couldn't just give them gold or silver. No, you're giving them as much land as they can plow in a day. And every person in Rome gave him a day's rations.
That's too much. He's not going to be able to eat it all.
Because he was such a hero.
It's probably shit too. The rations are probably absolute dog shit. It's just dried dog jerky or something.
It's probably just a handful of grain.
Something like that, unprocessed.
No, they all like grain. They weren't big meat eaters, the Romans. They like their grains. Right, where are we at? So, yeah. So they fought that battle, and that battle was obviously a stalemate as well, basically, because they couldn't cross the river. They had a few more battles, but nothing ever came from it. And they decided that they would sign a treaty with the king. They gave him a bit of land, and he sort of lived out there for a while. But then he decided he wanted to fight them again. So he raised another army and came back to Rome. He then failed again, and then went off and died somewhere. And from then on, Rome would be a republic for the next 500 years.
These guys, dude, they just don't give up. They really don't. They just keep coming back.
He tried forever.
Yeah, but it is.
But they didn't kill him. It's not like they had him and they let him go. It's not like they ever caught him.
No, but I feel like all these guys, it's like a study in resolve.
Yeah.
They only want Rome. They don't want to live anywhere else. Must have been pretty good. It was probably way better than anywhere else, I guess.
It's on the trade route between, it's like a key trading point because it's like in that middle bit and you can sort of sail and it's up and down the peninsula and it's very,
I wasn't even
spot.
thinking about that. I wasn't, I was more
That's
just
why they got so
thinking
much money and then they built a big city and then the big
I
city
was
was
thinking
like, well, everyone wants the
quality of
shit.
life. I was just thinking maybe the quality of life in the city was good. You know, like they had like little mini marts and stuff like that.
That's probably it. It's the only city in the world right now. There many other cities with that sort of size. Don't know. But that's us for the week. That's us for the week. Roman Republic. No more kings. Kings are bad. They kill each other all the time.
Okay, so that's what you meant by the Republic. So it was the end of kings.
Well, no more kings.
And then
now we have
and
a
then
senate.
it became a
we
government
vote.
senate. Okay, so is that because I didn't. So you've got the console and they just kind of guide or whatever. So does that mean is it similar to what you have now, where you like people get voted in and then they represent like a group of people, or
So every year they vote in 2 leaders who are the consuls. And it's their job to basically pass laws. And the idea is that you rotate. You can be a consul once every 10 years. So once you're 1 year, you have to wait 10 years before you can be consul again. All the families want it.
And who are the other guys? But there's a bunch of other guys hanging around who throw their 2 cents in.
Oh yeah, there's the Senate. Like there's obviously the Senate, and there's all these other.
But they don't have any real power.
Yeah, of course they do. There's all sorts of like. There's bloody tribune of the plebs, and they can like. There's also. You want to go into political?
Okay. Yeah, we might have to.
I'd have to do a Roman political pyramid for you at some stage.
Yeah,
but yeah,
maybe we'll go into that.
Lots of different positions within the Roman government, but the consuls is your prime ministers, basically your presidents.
I see. So I didn't show the advertisers what we could do this week.
You didn't? No, you didn't.
But no. If you are interested in advertising with History Squirt, you can email us at historysquirt.podcast@gmail.com. Okay. Are you tired of lonely nights on the road? Feeling too wound up after a grimy business trip in North Dakota? Or a confusing night at a ladyboy show in Thailand? Hey, we get it. And that's why we're proud to introduce Lovage, the world's first fuckable luggage. At Lovage, we believe your luggage should do more than just carry your gear. It should be able to take a load, willingly. That's why every Lovage product is precision engineered with a dual functionality, built for the terminal and software accounts. Our range includes the Solo Case, a discreet toiletries bag that heats up to body temperature for a warm, loving extraction. The Mile High Mini, the perfectly sized carry-on to travel light and come heavy. The Hard XL, big enough to carry a month's worth of clothes and a lifetime of semen. Every unit comes with ultra-soft, body-safe silicone interiors, fully removable and washable pleasure liners, and a patented shame zip closure to contain leakage. Because travel isn't just about the destination, it's about the ride. So choose Lovage today to pack, pound, and purge with elegance.
I love how you got it in all the sizes too. That's really helpful. You know, you want to carry a little bag, medium bag, big bag. You've got options for everybody. Yeah, well the Solo Case obviously fits within your luggage. It's just a toiletries bag, so you can just sort of like stuff everything in there. Now, one thing that I would mention is while we do have the washable pleasure liners and the patented shame zip anti-leakage technology, what I would warn about is there is actually the capture is in the bag itself. So let's just say you're using the hard haul, right? You're gonna want to take all your clothes out first because it just drops into the bag. And you don't want to be sort of coming all over your clothes. Yeah. So there is that. Did you think about instead of getting a washable design, get a disposable design? Because people don't want to wash cum.
I think that people who are purchasing this product, so I think they're thinking about the environment. And so I think that they want the washable liners. I think that's what they'd be interested in.
So in your market research, you've found that people who fuck bags also generally care about the environment.
Yeah, it's sort of a Venn diagram. But but the two circles are directly over each other.
So what you're saying is, if you fuck bags, you love the environment as well. Like that's
Yes,
they're 100% correlated.
100% correlation, causality as well.
Also, a lifetime of cum's an interesting amount of cum. Do you honestly
Yeah, I mean-
that? Do you honestly believe that? I think you're going to get some boys who are going to try and beat your system.
That's true, and they will get sued because it was a lie.
They get their money back. They get to fuck that bag 1,000 times and then get their money back.
Well, so there was like some kid in South America, I think, who died because he came like 70 times in one day. He died from dehydration. So I don't think 70 loads is enough to fill the bag. And I think that if you leave it for longer than like a day, it's going to dry up. So I don't think that you could fill the bag.
Yeah, it'll dry up.
Unless you're going to use multiple participants. But that's not what we're saying.
These are single use. Well, that's sexually transmitted diseases. Like, people shouldn't, do that sort of stuff. That sounds like a way to get sued for STDs.
I don't know. There's those porn stars who have done it. There was one recently. I think it was like some OnlyFans girl who, like, her and some other girl did she got fucked like 50 times in the ass, like by like 50 different guys, and had to get like an anal reconstruction after it.
Yes, there's a few going around the 100 in one day kind of stuff. 1,000 in a day.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
That's something special.
You'd certainly want to be at the front, not at the end of that line.
Look, personally, if I had the choice between spending 3 minutes in the middle of a line with some random OnlyFans account or having a lonely sexual night with my carry-on baggage, I know what I'd be choosing. That's all I can say.
And that's what we're here for. That's we're here to provide for those consumers, looking to have a sort of, like I mentioned, it sort of purge in elegance, in the privacy of their own room, in probably a hotel room, while you're traveling.
That's obviously enjoyable.
Oh yeah. Like I said, ultra soft, body safe, silicone interiors. If you get the solo case, you're looking at a system that heats to body temperature. So perfect.
And how many times a week do you have sex with your luggage?
Often as you want.
No, you personally. That was a personal question on.
How many times could I?
If I could talk to your carry-on, what would it say?
I'd probably just keep it to one a day, just to
one a day,
because I want to keep things exciting.
Yeah, fair enough.
All sorts of different times during the day. Keep it interesting.
Yeah. And obviously moving between the different bag options that you've got.
Of course, yeah.
Of course, yeah. And then cleaning all this out. Washing it in the washing machine.
I guess, fully removable.
Machine washable.
Pleasure liners, yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. That is perfect.
Yeah, good to go.
This is a good product. This is a product that... How much are these going for? How much is a... Because I'm just thinking, like, if I need to buy a bag, right? So I'm going to spend, $100 on a bag.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm buying the same bag for $100, but this one I could have sex with, that's like...
yeah.
Like,
I think a little bit more expensive.
Expensive? Yeah, okay.
So maybe, like a little bit more expensive. So like what? I think like a big... I think a big bag, like the Hard XL... I think actually they set you back about like $130 now, maybe more sometimes, $150. So this may be $170, $200. I think just that little bit extra, but I think you're going to get that back in pleasure.
You could have said anything. This is not a real product, right? Like,
what do you mean?
You could have said it was worth $9.99. We all could have had a great day.
Well. Look, this may be a real product one day.
It could. If we get enough likes, subscribes, whatever the hell we're supposed to get, we could start making some of this stuff.
Should we make a promise? if we get, I don't know. If if we get the Patreon up to $100,000 a month, then we'll make this. We'll make this range.
Hey, look, if we're gonna that high, like we have to make the bags because clearly people like what we're talking about, and we gotta make a lot of bags fast because this is what the people want.
God, imagine looking at it. Although I suppose it would be, yeah, no, you'd have like some sort of zip or something, so like you'd hide it. Because imagine like going to the airport and this thing's just got this fucking like.
Well, yeah, I assume it's well. I assume this is well hidden. I assume this is well hidden.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fucked
There's
up.
got rules with don't let multiple people have sex with your bag. Don't have sex with your bag whilst on the airplane. You know, things. Mile High Club is not. It's not part of our company policy.
Yeah, I mean, you could use the solo case on the plane, but yeah, we'd probably recommend against it.
I would recommend against that. That sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. All right, can we get back to this? Can we get back to the episode now?
History Squirt.